What's up, everybody? My name's I'm a Slinky here. Today, guys, we got another comp overview to talk about. Today, guys, it's another Lokhalar Frost with a really interesting backline. I think you guys might not expect. Um, yeah, let's kind of jump into this comp overview. All right, so it's this is really interesting because I've done a Local Frost comp before with an Anduin, which was one of my last videos. I haven't had many videos to do interesting comps about, so and that are ones that actually win as well. So I was like, you know what? Let's just try this one out, and then guess what happens? This got me into the top 200. Um, I had peaked at 193 and then I lost a couple in a row, but yeah, I got this comp got me all the way to 193. It was 11.6k that this got me to, which was my peak. But yeah, let's jump right into now all the characters. Lokalar, Jaina, Varden, Gromish, Thrall, and Valera. The backline looks really similar to GVT's star. Um, yeah, there's a lot of variations, but I just haven't seen this kind of backline on ladder before, so I felt like that this is actually one that I can talk about. There's two things about this comp. Number one, Lokalar is very, very good against Sinestra. Number two, the Gromish really hates on the water elementals by Belinda. And then you can capitalize on with Lokalar on those comps too. You gotta be careful though because you can get frozen by Varden opposing Vardens. But Gromish and Lokalar very solid. I've had a couple games where Lokalar just bailed me out at the end of the game where I was like, oh crap, I'm going to get screwed over. And then, boom, I swiped my opponent's board. I killed the opponent's board, and they had one or two mercenaries left, and I was just able to just to overpower them at that point with what I had. But Thrall is really good to really kill off Nefarians. If you're looking for an anti-dragon comp, this is absolutely anti-dragon. The front, if you're playing against the dragon lineup, you will want to have Gromish, Thrall, and Valera. That is like almost a gimme against stuff like Nefarian, Belinda's, Valera's, maybe even opposing Lokalars. But definitely, when you go after Nefarians, this comp absolutely eats Nefarian, man. Like, not even gonna lie. This comp also eats up Belinda's. This eats Sinestra's. This is a fighter-heavy comp, but oh man, this is a heavy damage, heavy damage in melee. So Jaina's and Varden's are really for killing off Yulon. Everything else pretty much goes off after everything else. So, yeah. So anti-dragons. This also beats the Belinda Frost. So another thing about that is you can have. I kind of talked about this slightly, but Gromish can kill the water elemental right off the bat. Even though that there's gonna be Valera, even though there's a Valera that might go stealth, you absolutely kill them. So that you make them have to do something else, or you make them have to, I don't know, like not stealth. I've had a lot of people with Valeras where I have had people go stealth and I've absolutely blown up their board, and I've had people that are way more conservative, and then I eat their board the next turn. So um, this is a really cool comp, honestly, where Gromish can be with the Lokalar Frost at the beginning, and you're not gonna get blown up by it. Um, and then Thralls can just like almost one shot Nefarians, and most of the time, if there is a Nefarian on turn one, you just instantly kill it with Gromish, Thrall, and Valera. Um, and that's with Yulon's buffer of resistance too. Like I think you do like 80 damage or something like, or 79, 77 damage, something like that. So it's not like quite there with a cookie, but like you do heavily damage and you kill it the next turn. So with that being said, it's like let's just kind of get into the equipments. I feel like we all know what they are, but like this is what I've been using. Frigid Winds for Lokhalar. Ice Block Talisman. Ice Block Talisman actually won me a game against the #1 person in the world on on Americas. The #1 person on Americas, not really the world, but yeah, very very big win for me there. And then Varden, it's Chilling Amulet. I've seen people use Band of Frost. I personally like Chilling Amulet a lot more because I've been able to win games just because of that. Gromish is Halting Sash. Thrall's Doomhammer, and then Valera's Unnatural Smoke because we all know Valera's OP. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything else I need to say? Lokhalar is absolutely bonkers. Oh, something I do have to say. If Gromish, Thrall, and Valera are the front line, I would recommend Jaina as coming off the fourth because if there's like, let's say there's not a green, a fighter, you're able to get a buffer for the Lokhalar for your next one to die. Usually Thrall or Valera will die the next turn. So if you have like a Jaina, you can like start pummeling the damage on a protector, and then you can get the Lokhalar getting going pretty quickly. So that's really interesting. And then when you have the front three, this is where it gets a little bit more complex. Is it's a very situational um, time. Most of the time, you have Thrall or Gromish come down before Valera. But yeah, if you get like if you get Valera off the field, like you're chilling. You can have some issues if Valera is still on the field with like let's say a Varden or a Lokhalar coming down one of your last ones. So just be careful about that. I would say that's where one of your issues are left is, Valera is a little bit prone. But I have had really no real problems with Valera because everyone just goes after Valera so badly that like it's dead by the time that happens. But if you do have that issue, make sure to play Varden over like a Lokhalar if you don't have like Jaina alive still. So that's my whole recommendation on that. And then yeah, and make sure another thing, make sure you like know what comps people are playing because I have screwed myself over because I didn't know what a comp was. Like the most balanced comp, a 2-2-2, two fighters, two protectors and two casters. Like I've ran into Lokhalar Frost, I've ran into Belinda Frost, I've ran into GVT even. So it's like just be careful. I would say when you play those 2-2-2 comps, probably play Gromish, Jaina, and Lokhalar as your front three, so that you have a chance to slow them down or at least kill. Maybe like you know the water elemental from Belinda. So that's what I would recommend if you have that specific comp because it's pretty solid, and the only thing that really would kill you is a fighter, and most people you would already have let's say like a Nefarian that comes down, like you'll be okay. But so that's a little bit of the comp overview. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys would like to see gameplay, please comment below because I am trying to do a couple of things with that, and with what I have right now, I am not able to do that currently, so I am genuinely very sorry. So I'm trying to explain the comps as I play the game. Again, this got me into top 200. This was a super fun comp. I really enjoyed it. Maybe you guys might not find it as much enjoyable, but it was just nice to play something different than Karen, Diablo, and Cookie. And maybe most everyone has Gromish, and I would say most everyone has Valera and Thrall at this point. So if you have Lokhalar, Jaina, and Varden, I would say just use these three. You would do very, very well against the meta. And yeah, I hope you guys have fun in the fighting pit. This has been I'm a Slinky. Have a great day, everybody.